All right, guys, let's check out a mechanical Hamilton. This is, of course, the Khaiki Field mechanical 38 millimeter in the white dial. Elephant in the room, the bracelet. A lot of people want to know what's going on with the bracelet. And a lot of people want to ridicule, criticize, show their disgust for the clasp. I get it. It definitely could be a better clasp. But let's not focus on that. Let's just talk about the watch real quick. I measure this watch at 38.2 millimeter case, 47 lug to lug. You can see it's crazy thin at only, it's stated at 9.5 millimeter. I measure to the top of the double domed crystal, 9.8 millimeter. So whatever, 9.5, it's close enough. And oversize 6.3 millimeter crown. I say oversize on a 6 millimeter crown because the case is only like 9.5 mil. So that's a really good size crown for this case. 20 millimeter lug width there. This bracelet does taper down to 18, excuse me. And yeah, it's all stamped. It is signed. It's all stamped steel. 3 micro adjust. Oddly has a dive extension. That definitely confuses me. I think don't do the dive extension and give us 4 micro adjust. I'm just saying. So it looks like it is a split pin design. So sizing, it's going to be super easy. No big deal there. It's a pretty basic bracelet. It's a pretty basic watch, guys. Like, really, what do we expect? I mean, split pins, you know, it has nice solid end links, but they're, I'm going to have to take them off. They're not folded. They're solid, but they're like hollow in the center. It's kind of weird. They're skeletonized or something. So I will end up taking this bracelet off because I want to show this watch on a couple straps. But before we do that, I want to talk more about the watch because it's not an automatic and it's a no date. So it's a very, very true traditional field watch. So non-screw down crown. It's only going to be 50 meter water resist or 5 bar. So in its static position, you wind the movement. The movement is the Hamilton H50 80-hour power reserve. So on a full wind, you're going to have 80 hours of power reserve on this. The H50 is a movement that's based, it's modified. It's based on the ETA 2802, has 17 joules, and then this one beats at 21,600 beats per hour. They slowed it down a little bit, and that's part of the reason why they were able to get the 80-hour power reserve. So you still get a nice sweep on the second hand, though. It's not a big deal. This guy weighs in unsized. All the links weighs in at 126 grams on the bracelet. So still pretty light. Not a big deal. Retail price, $575. Of course, you're not going to pay that. You're going to go over to my buddy's shop, Mimo's Jewelry. I'll put a link to his website in the description. And you're going to put in a discount code. I'll see if I can find you one, but I'll let you know. There's the part number H6943911. Nothing sexy about that. But it is the Hamilton Khaiki Field Mechanical 38 millimeter. Even that's a long thing name, but still better than a H whatever. So one pull on the crown and you hack the movement and then you adjust the time. You have nice handset, super legible against that white, stark white polar background. Heavy dark printing, the 12-hour Arabics and the 24-hour. None of it's interrupted by a date. So it's a nice clean dial, Swiss made at the bottom. And then you have off-white, tan, faux patina, whatever you want to call it there. Little triangles all the way around. Slightly larger at the 12, 3, 6, and 9. And then that same lume is applied inside the handsets. And the lume's actually pretty good on it. One thing I like about the case, I pointed out before, there's no applied bezel on this. That's actually just milled out of the case, sapphire crystal pressed directly onto the case. I'm not 100% sure what to call this finish. It's like blasted or something. You can see the texture on it. It's actually pretty deep. I suspect they did that because they want people to wear this watch. And this finish is going to be probably hard to kind of break through, and then even when it does, it's going to wear really cool looking. These are definitely one of the watches that will look really good worn. As you can see right there, that is a split pin, and there's arrows indicating that you push it from that direction out. So you would reinsert it the reverse. Closer look at the clasp that you guys all love. So for as many people that are going to want this on the bracelet, I think there's equally, if not more people that are going to want it on a strap. So I'm going to show it on a strap real quick, but before I do, I want to put it on wrist on the bracelet, and then I am going to swap it out so we can see a couple different strap options. It's going to be crazy comfortable on the bracelet. And quite frankly, I have a 7¼ inch wrist. I'm going to wear this on the bracelet because I think it's going to work well, but let me give it a try on the straps, because having a little bit longer lug to lug on a 38, having the 47 lug to lug, is going to help this wear on everybody's wrist. So let me switch. So here's a closer look at the end links. You can see they're like kind of skeletonized right there. I'm not really sure why, but all right, here it is on the Marine Nationale MN strap. That's how I like the watch. I like it on the bracelet, don't get me wrong, but a mechanical field watch on this strap, oh yeah. And the yellow, not quite the same as the faux patina or whatever, but it really helps make it pop, I think. Let me pop this on the wrist real quick. Now, I also have to say big thanks to Mimo for sending this over, but it's not Mimo's watch. This watch is actually one of my founder members, Craig. So Craig bought it and had Mimo ship it directly to me. That looks good. This is crazy comfortable, and this is going to be good in all weather. So yeah, get yourself a 38mm mechanical, throw it on an MN strap or a Luff or whatever brand you pick, but these elastic straps, awesome. All right, let me switch it out real quick. These mechanical 38mm Hamiltons are just strap monsters. So maybe buy it on the bracelet so you have the bracelet option, but then strap up, guys, because like if you already have a bunch of 20mm straps, there's not going to be a bad looking one on this watch. This is a Moose, I think MS Co. I think that's Moose Company. They sent over this guy a while ago, and I just happen to have it in the drawer still. That looks killer. Let me pop it on wrist for you real quick. I cannot remember the last time I've even had a NATO on the wrist, and I think Craig actually does wear NATO, so I might include this when I send the watch over. And I'm not very good at tucking them and everything like that, but that looks killer, and it's, again, crazy comfortable. My preference would be the elastic strap, but these are just so quick to change it out. Like you could wear one during the day, come home, swap it out with a different color strap, and it's like you have a whole different outfit going on. So awesome watch. Let me pop this off wrist real quick. We'll check the loom shot. And then again, big thanks to Craig for buying this and having Mimo send it right over. And big thanks to Mimo for always being a big supporter of the channel. So let's kill the lights, check the loom on this. Hamilton's doing a better job. They're improving. So I have a candle off in the background, so it's just low light. There we go, kind of adjusting. But it's plenty visible. How long is it gonna, look like that? It might peter out, because I think they typically use some sort of C1 type loom. I don't think they're really going heavy with the loom, but it's pretty good at the start for sure. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next vid.